What is up, ninjas? Gageo here again, and once again we have a wonderful review for you today. Another request by a friend of mine, NCXAXAXAXAXAXAXA. This is Revenge of the Fallen, Human Alliance, Sideswipe. If you did not know, this is from the Revenge of the Fallen line, not for the Hunt for the Decepticons line. This one does come with EPs, but I guess I have this Michaela thing, because I couldn't find EPs. He's laying around somewhere. But either way, like I said, once again, one of the little Human Alliance things. And this is Sideswipe. He is a concept Stingray Corvette, obviously. And the Stingray is from, if you guys know the old Stingrays, like the old 1960s Stingrays, have this gorgeous ass end on them, kind of like this, minus the taillights, but this is the emphasis on the Stingray. If you do not know that, now you do. So, let's open a door. Try to open a door. These doors are tricky to open, and I do emphasize great caution, because you don't want to break them. And there we are, the doors, and you can see inside the car a bunch of detail, crazy stuff. And, she can fit in the car. I don't want to mess with it because it's a pain in the butt. And, the doors will slide down and lock back into place, like so. So I suppose what we could do is transform this thing. So what you want to do is, yes, you got to get the doors up, like so. Then you want to kind of take the exhausts here and pull them up over the top like this, and then you can get the bullet out. I just have it loose in there. Just get that out of the way, and you can move the doors down, and then this will rotate forward. This is kind of like the first thing I do right here. Just get this out of the way like so. And you have all that right there. And I'm going to back off here. Basically, what you want to do is just kind of move that up. Then we want to kind of disconnect and detach him down here, because he's all connected in by these little things down here. And that'll allow you to kind of pull them out a little bit. Like so. And like so. So now what I want to do is I want to get his legs out. I forgot how to do that, actually. I believe it'll come to me like so. So there we got that. That can fold it in. That'll be part of his backpack. This whole thing is going to be his backpack, so don't worry. So his legs just kind of separate, they straighten out, and then this folds out like so. This will fold up, but this, what you want to do is fold this under like that, so it'll kind of look, like a foot. And this will all attach together, and this will lock into one of the spokes too as well. So like that, and then you can flip that back, so that gives him his foot. This is probably one of the more well-engineered feet I've ever had for this, Sideswipe guy. Definitely. I mean, he's not too bad to stand. He is very, large, so compared to all the deluxes and stuff, so. But he's not really supposed to be massive, I suppose. And this all will fold down, but first what you want to do is get all this unfolded. These are his arms. His head will pop up through the middle. That'll all fold together. Okay, so we have our Human Alliance Sideswipe with his overly excessive backpack, and that's pretty much the only bad, well actually, yeah, it's about the only bad thing I can say about this figure at all, is that backpack sucks. I mean, they could have, I don't know, man, these Human Alliance figures have a lot of kibble on them. Most of, some of them, they don't really fit into, this guy, obviously, This is like the king of kibble here. Not a bad figure though. I really like him. He is like silver to the max. You know, there's no lame gray pieces just idling around in this guy. Not at all. Very awesome. Very good detail. He has like, you know, shoulder cannon up here. You can obviously like, you know, flip that around to the side or behind his head actually. I forgot. You just kind of flip it behind his head. I think it looks stupid behind his head. You just might as well have it on his shoulder. And then you have this shoulder cannon that fires, obviously. And that could be a chair for her or him or whatever like that, or they can sit there and shoot this. And then also, if you do not know, this is stupid. I mean, it's not dumb because that's his real face. You know, that's like what he basically looks like. Let's see if I can get a zoom in there. There's his real face there. You know, let's see if I gotta adjust my camera here. The tripod's not wanting to cooperate, so that's his real face. And then you can put down his battle mask. That kind of snaps into his face a little bit. At least that's how mine goes in there. It's actually kind of nice. And then there you go. Then you get back to his usual mask. Very nice. Very clean too. I mean, he's not like super roached out like some of these other guys. The one thing that I don't like though is how these rear legs work. I mean, you can kind of like push this knob down back here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a knob back here. And if you can push that down, it kind of pinches this so the leg won't want to collapse, but usually it ends up collapsing and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But other than that, he's pretty cool. He does have kind of a gimmick though too as well. If you snap his hand in, I think if you push it inward, or is it outward? If you push it outward, then he can get these blade twirling action here. If you spin the wheel, and then if you snap it back inward, I think. Let's see. How do I do that? Yeah, if you snap it back inward. Basically inward, like, you know, this way is outward, out towards the wheel is how you turn it on, and back in towards the body is how you turn it off, and then it freewheels and it doesn't move. It does have articulation in the fingers, so you can, you know, if you can get a gun in his hand, I suppose you could have him grip a gun if you want to. Other than that, you know, he's not really like the most interesting Human Alliance one I would ever see. I do like him though. Jazz is my favorite out of all of them, and that to me is kind of like almost like a masterpiece movie Jazz. But like I said, this is Gageo. Just a nice little simple review of Human Alliance Sideswipe from the Revenge of the Fallen movie, and close-ups at the end. Gageo, peace.